Hey guys, I'm Dave Trull and welcome to the Trull Gallery. If you're like me, you like sharp tools, but you're not a big fan of sharpening. And sometimes you may let your tools get a little beat up or even get to the point where they're not really safe to use. Over the last several years, or should I say decades, I've been looking for a good way to sharpen my tools that was efficient but not costing an arm and a leg. I started with oil stones, then moved to water stones, finally ended up with diamond stones and sandpaper on plate glass, and those all work great unless you're doing a major sharpening on your tools. Then they take forever. It's time to do a little bit more research, do some digging, and see if there's a good sharpening system out there. Well, I think I found one, and let's see how that goes.
I recently started a major sharpening on two of my chisels. The 3/4 inch chisel was just worn down after a rather nasty home repair job, and my 1-inch chisel picked up a substantial nick on one corner. The nick was so bad that I started sharpening on my belt sander, which I've never had to do before. I clean that up on a coarse water stone, then get out the diamond stones. I'm not exaggerating when I say I've got over 3 hours into this repair and it's still not quite there. You can see here that the right corner is still worn and I need to put in some more work. Once I get the bevel smooth, running through the rest of the grits to sharpen it will go quickly, but I've run out of patience. It's time to upgrade my sharpening. I picked up a Worksharp WS3000 wood tool sharpener, and I've got a link for that below. From box to bench, I spent about 5 minutes. Most of that was putting the peel and stick abrasive paper on the tempered glass plates. The jig comes with 4 easy to adjust bevel angles, 20, 25, 30, and 35 degrees, and I set mine at 30 degrees for the chisels. I adjusted the tool rest to fit my chisel and started sharpening. This sharpener has a rather cool feature. It's a built-in heat sink with an abrasive face. Simply push your chisel into the sanding disc for 2 to 4 seconds, and then pull it back to the tool rest. The rest is designed with aluminum fins to dissipate the heat that can build up during the sharpening process. The abrasive on its face removes the back burr as you draw the blade back. Let it sit for a few seconds and continue sharpening. Insert, sharpen, pull back, cool off. It's that simple. Since I thought this chisel was fairly close, I started with the 400 grit plate. It may have gone faster to start at 120 and then switch over, but this was my first attempt. The bevel I set while hand sharpening was a little different than the one I got from the machine, but that's to be expected. After a minute or two, I checked and it looked like this. It was cleaning up the right side pretty well. It was back to the sharpener for a few more minutes. I checked again and I was making progress. One more time to the sharpener and I finally got the entire bevel cleaned. The process at this grit took about 8 minutes, and that's much more impressive than the 3 hours I had in before. After swapping out the 400 grit plate for the 1000 grit plate, I started to clean up the marks left by the 400 grit paper. Maybe I spent more time here than I needed to, but again, this was my first time and I wanted to make sure I got the scratches out. When I checked my progress, it was impressive to see how reflective it was. Sure, there was still some scratches, but I had one more grit to go. And oh yeah, there was absolutely no burr on the back. Swapping the plate is so easy. Unscrew the knob, flip the plate, and replace the knob. You can even clean the discs with the included cleaning pad to enhance its usable life. Repeating the same process of insert, grind, retract, and cool off, I continued the sharpening at 3600 grit, this time removing the marks left from the 1000 grit paper. It was only a minute or so and it was complete. Look at how clear the bevel reflects things around it. You can even read the label on the bucket in the yard. There's a leather honing kit available for this sharpener, and I'll probably pick one up soon. It's a leather-based plate with honing compound, and that would really make this thing gleam. I figured I should make the obligatory test cuts, so I grabbed a piece of cherry from the scrap bin. While I rarely, if ever, use my chisels like this, it does go through the stock very easily. And if you notice the other chisels on the bench, it's because I just had to sharpen them too.
Wow, the 1-inch chisel I was working on took 15 minutes from start to finish. The other 3 took less than 15 minutes combined. While this system is also good at flattening the backs of your chisels, I didn't show that here because mine were pretty well cleaned up to begin with. I did try it real quick on one of my smaller chisels and it worked like a dream. There are a lot of good sharpening systems out there, and I chose the workshop system after doing a little research, and I'm pretty happy with my choice. It's easy to use, quick to set up, and fairly affordable. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this video. Drop a comment below and let me know your favorite method of sharpening. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and maybe share it with your friends. And if you'd like to see what's coming up next, hit that subscribe button and maybe even the little bell so you get a notification every time I put up a new video. For now, have a great day, stay safe, we'll see you soon.